I would say like the fight goes on.
The fight goes on.
Yes.
And is there anything that you want to say to anyone that has been sort of like watching us through Facebook to Instagram and following the developers, following what has been unfolding, and in terms of like the articles that has been written, anything that you want to say to people in terms of how they can continue to support us or how they can contribute, if anything at all?
Well, as we've been fighting through this for the past year now, just paying attention to what's going around. Think about you're coming home and you're looking at your kids, you're putting bread on the table, and all of a sudden you receive a notification of some sort. You're obviously not supposed to ignore it, but look at our case. That's what I would say to them. Look at us. Look at all the hours you put into work and the sweat equity you put in. And think about the future, think about our communities. You cannot no longer just say, what are the chances that's going to be me? And even if you don't say that, you got to put yourself like us. We didn't know what was going to happen that day. We just found a notification on our doors, and that happened to be the first notification we all received. And just stay awake. Please be aware of what's going on around you, and don't just sit down and just forget about it. Don't ignore these notifications. Try to find out what's going on, how you can prevent something from happening, because this can happen to anyone.
So one last group of people that I want to ask you if that's something that you want to say, and that is the politicians of the city, including Mayor de Blasio, and all of the politicians, council member, everyone.
Well, my message would be, it would have to just start off with just saying, I'm sure you made promises when you had your campaigns, and you will continue to do so in the next position that you're looking to be elected for. And these promises, when they're not held, they affect many people. They affect many families who can find themselves out in the street one day. And it's definitely a different position to see things as a politician already, because what are the chances that you'll be out in the street, or you'll be having to look for where to put your family in. But just take into consideration that the very people that are voting for you and looking to see the changes that you promise, when you don't follow through with these promises, it's not just a broken promise. You're breaking up families, you're breaking up a lot of dreams, and you're breaking a lot of success stories. And that's my message.
Well, thank you so much, Junior. I really appreciate it.
Thank you also for your time.